Two men journey to the bars and restaurants of Scandinavia to find amazing beers, always with the same question.
Hey, what's on tap?
It's time to find out.
All right, we are out and about. It is summer and the living is easy. We decided to take it on the road and get out and about and enjoy a fine summer day.
Hit the road, Jack.
Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more.
This is a music podcast, right?
It is.
Yeah.
It's a sing-along karaoke beer review podcast. It's everyone's new favorite hit.
The secret is, it's always been.
Exactly.
So we are at... did you say where we are? No, just that we are out and about.
No, the roundabout, yes.
So in Malmö, there's an old square called the Möllanvängstorget, the Möllanväng Square, which has a lot of beer places and restaurants.
Yes.
And a number of years ago, Mikkeller opened a Ramen to Birru venue here.
Yes.
It's been like 3 years, I think.
It seems like that at least, minimum. Maybe even longer.
And then it seems about right. But we've never gotten around to record here. We've just been here many times.
Yep. So we thought today would be a good day to get out and see what they got on tap. And we couldn't just pick 2 beers, so we picked 3 beers. And
we're kind of breaking the format here, going off the rails. The wheels are coming off the bus.
Well, to be fair, 2 of them are hazy IPAs, so we'll probably burn through those in about 30 seconds. And then we have the last one, which is a kind of special beer. So let's see what we got. What's the first up first?
So the first one was APEX Havoc something. I've now forgotten the last word of the name.
You only had one job, man.
Yeah.
Don't you remember the name of the beers?
I had one job. Let me find it really quick.
Okay.
APEX Havoc Apparatus IPA.
Ah, okay.
And it's brewed with the Nectaron hops.
Ah, yep. It is definitely a fruity, smooth, slightly sweet double IPA. It is kind of what Apex is known for.
It does have a when I say sticky sweet, I mean almost cloyingly sweet side taste, which isn't super good. You're supposed to balance it a little bit.
Yeah, it's almost like they went to that milk sugar area and added a little extra sweetener in there to kind of pump up those numbers whenever people try it. It's not my favorite way to go. I kind of feel this is a little on the too sweet side.
Yeah, me too.
Almost getting that kind of flour sugar, powdered sugar kind of flavor in there.
Exactly, and it's 6.5 ABV.
Okay.
I feel like with Apex, their 8% variants are often much better than the 6.5%.
I think their 8% versions, right? It's kind of their wheelhouse. It's really their sweet spot. A little under and a little over kind of throws them off a little bit. So I'm going to give this, I'll give it 3.5.
Me too.
All right.
It can't get higher.
So what's next?
The next one is a German beer, Fuerst Wiacek, and it's their Yield, which is a New England IPA hopped with Galaxy and Citra, coming in at 5.5%.
This one's a much more bitter, kind of almost into that classic kind of IPA style. Mm-hmm. The fact that it's hazy almost feels like it shouldn't be. It feels like it should be just a clean, clear, straight up IPA.
It does taste more like a like a West Coast.
Yeah. But
it is super hazy.
It is super hazy. I almost feel to the detriment because I don't know if the haziness is really adding anything than hopping on a trend.
No.
But I like it. I think it's a really nice, like I said, slightly bitter, very drinkable at 5.5%. I can see drinking a lot of this.
And it is better than the Apex.
For sure.
It also tastes richer and fuller, despite being lower in ABV.
Somehow. But yeah, we haven't really reviewed Fuerst Wiacek on the show before.
We'd had one of their beers on in an earlier episode. And we also had Atelier Vrij, which I think is connected somehow to Fuerst Wiacek. Like it's
probably,
either a sub-label or like a sibling label.
Very possible.
But they make good stuff.
I'm surprised we haven't had them on the show more, because I really like them. I think they do pretty good stuff. All right, so I'm going to give this a 3.75.
Me too. A strong 3.75.
Yeah.
It's a decent offering.
It's definitely one I wish that we could find on the shelves sometimes.
I agree.
All right, and last but not least is
a Brewski beer called Grandmother Gose.
Yeah.
And it says here, the description, a bigger version of an old favorite. A Gose with mango and lime, a touch of salt, and to give it an edge, spicy habanero. She is a deceptive lady, fruity and tart to start, then the heat creeps up on you, each sip a little hotter.
Yeah. Comes in at 4.7% ABV. Man, Brewski's been putting out a lot of beers of late. They have really been, it feels like flooding the market with just various styles and cans. It feels like they're doing like 5 cans a month or something. I'm not sure what's going on over there, but it felt like they were kind of going into a withdrawal from the market, but now they seem to be putting out more than ever. I haven't really been hitting a lot of Brewskis recently. They are not one of my favorite breweries right now. But they usually have something interesting, and this one definitely fits the description I think they put out. It is a little tart.
The mango lime comes immediately, and then there is a building habanero heat.
Yeah, you have this nice slight heat to it, and then it slowly kind of develops more on the palate as it lingers. So it's pretty good beer. I'm actually surprised at how good this is. I thought it was going to be pretty much just one note.
There's a big risk that this will keep building and building with each sip, and that the end of the experience will be quite different from the beginning of the.
Yeah, I have a feeling that this is one that you end with, you don't start with, because it's gonna wreck your palate.
Maybe. But speaking of palate wreckers, Ramen to Birru has a lot. Because we've never reviewed any of the Ramen to Birrus on the show, right?
No, we haven't.
So Copenhagen has a lot of them.
Yeah.
Malmö has 2, and then I guess they exist in other countries or cities. I actually don't know. But it's pretty good ramen. It's better than many of the. There aren't that many alternatives actually. There aren't that many ramen shops
in Malmö
or in Copenhagen.
There's a lot in Copenhagen, and in Malmö there's at least 4.
Okay, Pinkhead Noodle Bar, that's true.
Pinkhead Noodle Bar. There is the place over by Davids Hall, and it's a ramen place.
Ah.
And there is the one in Limhamn that opened, I'm not sure, I think end of last year. And I think there's one more, but it's eluding me at the moment. But okay. I know there's at least 3 or 4 other places you can go to.
Okay, so there are way more than I thought.
Well, some of us love ramen, and some of us just merely act like they love ramen.
Ooh, that one hurts. I do like ramen, but when I eat here, I do take the spicy miso.
Yeah. Now, I tend to like, I think Pinkhead just a little bit more than Ramen to Birru, but I think you feel that this is the superior ramen place.
Did you feel like I think it was?
Yes.
So? I wasn't that satisfied with. I wasn't that satisfied with Pinkhead when they were at the Saluhallen venue.
Oh, no, you need to go to the restaurant. The restaurant's really good.
I get that now.
Yeah. The restaurant's a much different experience. And they also have not a bad selection of beers. We should go try sometime.
We definitely should. So the beer selection here, there are 12 taps.
Mm-hmm.
The rotation is mediocre.
Yeah.
Half of the beers here are basically always Mikkeller, and it's the same.
Yeah.
It's the
Ice Cold Classic. It's the Vienna Lager. It's a couple of mediocre IPAs, and
always one of their spring, summer, love, whatever. And then this particular venue has they often have Apex or Fuerst Wiacek or Gose.
Yeah, and usually Helia or some other local brewery. Brewski or something like that.
Their local alibi.
Yeah.
But it's a place that I often have in my pub crawl rotation because of its good location. When I say mediocre rotation, that's better than bad.
Yeah. But to put it in context, we're sitting right next door to Metro, which we reviewed on the show earlier, which is also right across the street from Kroll Bar, which we also reviewed on the show earlier.
And further down is Scandwich, which also has beer.
And then around the corner, about half a block away, is
Opopopo, which we reviewed on the show.
Yeah, so as you can see, it's kind of a little beer hub in Malmö. And then if you really wanted to go a little further afield, Malmö Tap Room is only like 2 blocks away. And the Mikkeller Moriskin pop-up summer bar is also about 3 blocks away. So
yes,
it's a pretty good collection of breweries.
And if you just want
beer places,
and if you just want a macro lager, also next to us is basically 5 bars back to back,
all selling the exact same beers.
Nyhavn, Mascot, etc. That all have the same Swedish back.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we can wrap it up here. Oh, what do we give this? What do we give the
3.75?
3.75? Yeah, I'll give it 3.75.
Yeah.
I think it was pretty good. So we'll wrap it up here. You can find us online at what'sontappodcast.com, Instagram, Facebook.
Facebook.
Bringing back, what's it called?
Lunar Storm.
Lunar Storm.
Swedish.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Wherever, just online. So until next time.
Keep drinking it, dum-dums.